You're looking at a 1991 Williams Terminator 2 Judgment Day pinball machine. Overall, this particular pinball machine is in that good plus to low, very good condition. I kind of give it like a 7 out of 10. It has been routed, but overall presents very nicely. Starting with the cabinet has the usual dents and rub marks and nicks and the usual suspects, so to say, on a routed pinball machine. It also has the 2 drilled out lock bar holes in the front where the operator put a lock bar to keep kids from breaking into the coin door. But overall, it presents very nicely, and structurally, it's very sound. I've had no issues with it. Moving on to the metal is actually in excellent condition. It's bright and shiny. My suspicion is someone prior to me replaced the legs because they look so nice. Typically, they usually have a little bit of surface rust at the base, and these have none. Fairness in conversation, I've owned this for a little under a year, and I have done nothing to it other than give it a quick clean on the playfield. It really didn't need anything. I do a lot of refurbishments and shop jobs, but this one, I just played the crap out of it is what I did. I loved this game when I was a kid, and I had to say I owned it at one point. So it's been awesome for us. But moving past the metal's all bright and shiny. Coin door doesn't have any dents or dings or anything. Moving on to the playfield is also in that very good condition. There is a little bit of wear on the 3 million clear coat right here on the orbit shot. Right there is the one spot I can see, and there's a little bit of red wear where the ball drops down on this ramp shot right here. You can't see it while you're playing because there's so many plastics and stuff in the way. I only noticed it when I was cleaning it. As I said, I didn't replace any of the rubbers or anything on here. They're still serviceable. Somebody did it before me, and they did a pretty good job. They also converted everything to LED to include the flashers, which some of them were just a little bit too bright. So the auto fire here, I actually removed 2 of the flashers, and it's running on, instead of 4, it's running on 2 now because they were just so unbelievably bright. It was difficult to play the game. And the other thing they did that actually was really cool, you'll see it when I turn it on, they did LED track lighting in here that makes all of the pink and the blues light up like neon. And it really is a super cool thing to see. But anyways, everything works great on the playfield, and there is the one mod. There's the T1000 guy right in the center there with the 3 stand-up targets, the 3 red stand-up targets. He's not standard to the game. That was added. He lights up every time you shoot those targets. It's kind of neat. And the LEDs in the back box as well. I took a few of them out because it almost washed out Arnold's face up there. So you're going to see it looks a lot nicer now. Moving on to the electronics work as they should. I have done nothing to them other than swap out. It had alkaline batteries in it, and no, there was no battery damage, thank goodness. It's the #1 killer of pinball boards is people leave alkaline batteries in there and they leak over time and it damages everything. But this one had none of that. I took those out and I replaced them with lithium batteries. You really should, when you get a moment, move those battery boxes or put in NVRAM. On this one, I never got around to it, but as long as you're replacing those lithium batteries at least once a year, and they're gonna have a lot of juice left after once a year. You can use them in your remote controls or your Xbox controllers or whatever, but it's just a safety thing to replace them. You're not gonna have leaking problems with lithium. Moving on to the gameplay itself of Terminator 2. This is one of the most fun games that you can play. It was designed by Steve Ritchie, the king of flow, and it definitely tells. This is a standard fan layout, and when a pinball person says fan layout, that's kind of really what it means. It typically means 2 flippers, and the shots are fanned out on the actual playfield. So you see you got a shot here, you have your orbit shots here, you have your 2 ramp shots, and then you have your Terminator head shot, and then you got a couple of shots here, hence the fan shot. Now, fairness in conversation, I'm not a rules expert, and I'm a completely average pinball player. You don't have to be good to enjoy pinball. But the rules is I like to play them. I like to use the cannon over there and start the multi-balls. And how you do that, well, first we'll get to the skill shot. When you turn the machine on and you press start, this one's on free play, this right here is gonna gradually go up and down. It's going to start slow, but as you progress to ball 2 and ball 3, it gets faster and faster. But every time you hit the light, you'll get awarded skill points. And it progressively goes higher as you play the game. Now, after that, you do have a ball save on this game. So you got a little bit of time. The ball's going to jump down or drop down here. And I immediately try, there is a hidden drop target underneath that T800 Terminator head. You're going to want to drop that first. The ball's going to come back out on you. You may even get another shot before the timer goes out on the ball save, but it gets kind of dicey. But anyways, get control of the ball again. You're going to want to hit that Terminator head again. There's a VOC on the back of that where it shoots the ball up and around on this ramp, and it loads the cannon. From there, that light is going to light up wherever the quote-unquote game decides to put it. You shoot that, and then you can start a multi-ball, and I should go back in time. You have to lock one ball first, and then you'll start the multi-ball. Then you rinse and repeat. The other way to get some serious points is each one of these shots, particularly the orbits and then these ramp shots, they progressively climb up these ladders. So the more times you make the shot, the more things you get awarded. All the way up to like this one right here, you can get up to 10 million a shot. This lock over here too, it'll lock a ball and it will give you a random award on the DMD. It can be anything from an extra ball to some points to awarding a ball lock. You name it, it's pretty much in there. And that's pretty much the game in a nutshell. I know I'm missing a few things. I didn't really get into the 2x, 4x, 6x, 8x multipliers. You can get that by lighting those 3 triangles way up on top, those 3 lanes up on top, those drop lanes right in front of the drop targets. I believe that's what gets your 2x, your 4x, 6x, and your 8x. And that's the game in a nutshell. That's what makes the game so much fun. A lot of the newer games, while we wait for this to boot, have so many things going in them that it takes a long time to really learn how to play the game. These 90s games are a great combination of, you know, what you think of a modern pinball machine, and but they're not quite as in depth with the rules as say a newer one. So you can pick the game up. You'll see I'll play 3 balls here. It won't take too long to get through them, and that's kind of the joy of it. It's the way the game flows, the way the shots work. And it's just a great, fantastic game. One more thing I forgot to mention is this does have mirror blades installed, so you can see that neon effect with that lighting, that LED lighting. Once again, I don't want to take credit for it. I didn't do it, but whoever did a great job with it. And let's see if there was anything else I missed. Oh, the glass. You'll see some people will notice the Stern Made in the USA sticker on there. I actually ended up getting some Invisiglass for my Deadpool machine, so I moved that piece of glass over to here. Once I get a newer piece of glass for a machine, this is still a great piece of glass, but that's even better piece. So then I moved it to this one, and then believe it or not, I didn't get rid of the one that was on here. It was so pretty good. I moved it to an EM machine. So it all worked out in the end. But let's go ahead and play a game so you can see how it works.
Judgment Day.
So you see I hit the skill shot. Now I'm going to try to hit this. Oop, and that's what I get for talking while I play. Might be a real quick game.
Direct hit. Get out.
There we go. So I started the lock sequence. Now it's going to shoot it up. And now I'm going to try to hit the shot. The cannon's really cool. I think they have one in AC/DC too. Got the shot. Nope, got the multi-ball. Save my ball. Oh, that was terrible multi-ball. And, wow, that was awful. That was really, really bad. I've learned I cannot talk and play pinball at the same time. It's just not a skill set I have. So there you'll see the random award it'll give you. I got an extra game. not as big of a deal when they're on free play.
Out.
Oh.
Keep taking in.
All right. So there I lit all three and I got my 2x multiplier.
Lock sequence initiated. Take the best shot.
So I got to hit 2 targets to start the multi-ball.
Fire at will. Great shot. Checkpoint 1 secured. Hasta
Well.
la vista, baby.
Not my best game, but at least you get a feel of what Terminator is like. So once again, that is a 1991 Williams Terminator 2, and I appreciate you watching.